the murderous pair. That went to jail and we murdered the murderers there. Then went to hell and discovered the devil delivered some hurt and despair.
Welcome back to the Beard on Fire podcast. I'm the glorious leader, the beautiful man, Get. And this shifting around motherfucker over here, Mansetsfire.
I'm a shifty motherfucker. What can I say?
I'm shifty. How I live my life.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Shifty motherfucker, dude. Just the way things go.
It's very
Gotta be when you coming from them streets.
From them streets.
I don't come from them streets at all. Absolutely not. Don't get it twisted.
with your thick New York accent?
My thick New York accent. Oh, okay, it depends. And yes, I'm drinking. Yes, I'm drinking grape Arizona.
Yeah, why not?
Come at me.
Ooh,
yes,
I'll fuck him up.
A black man drinking grape juice.
Got that grape drink.
Got that purple drink.
You seen that episode of Family Guy?
No.
When
how's it go?
Peter Griffin gets a whip, and he's like running around the neighborhood, and Joe calls Cleveland, and he goes, "Hey, I just thought you should know, given your heritage, that Peter has a whip." And then you see Peter sneak up to the house, and he knocks on the door, and he's like, "Grape soda Graham," and Cleveland's like, "I know this is probably a trap, but the positives are too good to not answer the door."
Fucking Cleveland. Cleveland.
Yeah, that fucking white guy.
Jesus. That white guy who played Cleveland, who's now a black guy playing a black guy. Shout out to Azers. Good for you, buddy.
Oh, is that who's voicing Cleveland now?
Yeah.
I haven't seen
it was a big thing.
Shit. I just heard that one guy quit.
Yeah, the one guy quit. And now, like, a guy who basically made an entire YouTube career doing that voice is now literally doing the voice.
Good.
So, that's a shout out to him.
He put in his fucking time.
He did more than put in his fucking time. Like, actually watch that shit. It's I don't know his YouTube, but I'm not gonna go look it up. But Azers, type it in, you'll find it. And it's it's like his thing. He does Obama, he does Trump, he does.
Nobody does Obama better than that one guy. I can't remember his fucking name. But there was that guy who literally got famous for doing Obama.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
He looks like Obama.
Yeah, he sounds like Obama.
Azers sounds more like Obama.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. All that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Like, that guy was like, I don't feel comfortable doing this voice anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you do you. What I disagree with, though, was, what was old girl's name? Fuck. I gotta Google it. This is research-based. Did you watch Big Mouth?
No. That was one of those Netflix shows that I saw from like a mile away and was like, yeah, no thanks. Sidestep that shit. Okay. Although I know of people who love it. So
it's a great show. Watch it if you have the time. I'm not going to harp on it.
Mm-hmm.
But in Big Mouth, there was a half black, half Jewish character.
Mm-hmm.
And Jenny Slate was the one that voiced her. Okay, but so it was the same kind of thing. She was like, I don't feel comfortable voicing a black character, that kind of thing. But it's also like the character was half black and half Jewish, and the actress was Jewish.
Mm.
So it's like, are you gonna go? Like, at what point do you stop breaking that down? Like, does the voice actress for this character have to be half black, half Jewish?
Mm.
Or is it not just as fucked up if you have a black person voicing the character that's not Jewish?
See, that's a way bigger question, because then it's like the problem, to me, it comes off as a problem you're trying to solve. You're actually just making it in other ways. You're making the same problem in other ways. Like, it should be more, and this is a controversial take, and as you know, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's what this podcast is all about.
I get what they're trying to do. And I get what they're trying to. I get the sentiment. I get the mentality of being like, okay, well, a black character should be played by a black actor or actress, and all that stuff. I get that. I really do. But I think it should be more to who acts it best. Now, that too is kind of like a very shallow thing to say. It's like, ooh, who acts it best? Well, then, who better to play a black character than a black actor or actress?
Right.
But if a show's already been established, if this type of thinking wasn't already brought into it from jump, I don't think you should then take jobs away from already established actors and actresses
Right.
to then now try to be like, oh well, Cleveland Brown should belong to a black actor because well, people already
Right.
know Cleveland Brown with this particular voice with this
Exactly.
particular sound,
Right.
so you shouldn't take that character. Now that being said, there are some characters out there that are very offensive.
Oh yeah,
I'm
for
not
sure.
saying either of these characters are.
Right.
But there's some characters out there that are fucking are very offensive, and their whole existence is to be all like, "Oh, well, black people like great Kool-Aid and all this other bullshit," and it's like, yeah, all right, fuck you. In situations like that, then you should just kill the fucking character,
Right.
you know? But I don't 100% agree with people saying that, oh yeah, well, this character should be removed, this actor should be removed in lieu for a character who shares the same ethnicity or religion or whatever
Right.
of the character. Just no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, not everything's got to be that deep, bro.
Right. Like the Cleveland thing, I respect because that was his choice. Like he didn't get fired. He was like, I don't feel comfortable doing this anymore in this climate. He was like, I'm gonna step out of this. You know.
Well,
so I'm like,
even that
whatever.
too, that could play to a bunch of different things.
True.
Maybe
I mean, it very well could have been a situation where they were like, "Hey, you quit or we fire you." You know, it could have been. I don't know. I'm not there.
Well, not even that. I was
but-
just trying to say something else entirely different.
No, I get. No, that's what I'm saying. Is the difference between the situations though? Is that yeah, I don't think anybody should be fired. Especially okay, so like a show like South Park or like Simpsons, like the shows that have been around for fucking ever. Like if it came out that the black characters in their shows weren't voiced by black characters, like black people, I'd be like, you can't change it now. You're already fucking 25 seasons in. Like, what are you doing? But if because of the climate of our society, if the voice actor or actress is like, I don't feel comfortable doing this anymore, then I'm like, that's Gucci. I have no problem with it. You know, but it's like I don't agree with. I also don't agree in general with cancel culture. It's fucking stupid. Like we used to cancel people back in the day by not watching their shit. You know what I mean? Like they didn't have to rally. Like if you didn't like somebody's ethics or point of view or something, you just didn't watch their shit. And if it was offensive enough people wouldn't watch their shit that they wouldn't be able to work.
True.
So, I mean, I don't know. This whole fucking cancel culture bullshit nowadays, it's all dumb.
I mean, the way I look at it is, I think that like you're right to talk about cancel culture. I think that the move to leave the role is deeper than that. Like you have to ask yourself a question. Yeah, if he himself just felt like, okay, yeah, I don't want to play this character for whatever reason, 'cause I personally have an issue with it, just me myself.
Yeah.
Cool. No problem.
Right.
If he himself feels that, oh, people are going to look into this, because I think that cancel culture, you have to excuse me, I don't know why my brain is elsewhere. Cancel culture is now so much of a fucking force that it might intimidate people into feeling like, oh, I better leave this because it could damage my career later on down the road, to preemptively be like, okay, yeah, you know what? Let me get the fuck out of this role before cancel culture comes from my neck for some shit that some writer is going to have me say that might offend the masses.
Right.
That too is problematic because what it's doing is it's stifling creativity.
Right, but at that level, like you can't police anything on that level, though. You know what I mean? Like whether or not this guy that voiced, I don't even know the guy's name, but the guy who voiced Cleveland, whether or not it was his personal choice of like, I don't feel comfortable doing this, or if he thought people might come after him, I was like, that's on him. All I know from, or what I heard, was that he left by choice. So that's all I can take it as. But I mean, I agree, you're right, like that some people do shit just because of they know of the culture. Which is very much a thing, and that's why we have like so much
of the culture,
right? But that's why you can't put out a show without diversity nowadays either. It's like because people are afraid that people are going to say something about the lack of diversity in your show. And overall, that's not a great thing.
Well, I
Like,
mean, it
if you-
depends. It depends on the show.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Is
You
like,
know?
but if we get into a situation where it's like every show, every movie has to have diversity, you're cutting off what could be made because you're forcing things to be,
Yeah, but also let's keep it 100 too. It's like I understand people are like, okay, well, why are you trying to force diversity? And unless you're making a very specific show,
right.
in which case I'll be like, yeah, okay, fine. Like, I understand that. But it's like you got to understand where it comes from. It comes from years of like for instance, one of my favorite shows of all time, Seinfeld,
Right.
right? You would swear, according to that show, in New York fucking City, right? In Manhattan, there is nothing but white motherfuckers that live there.
I mean, you could say the same thing about Friends.
Thank you.
Yeah, same.
Right.
Yes.
Same
No, I
thing.
mean, no, like those, like anything like that, 100%. Like both
No,
of
but
those shows should have been more diverse.
That's where it stems from, though.
Right. Yes.
Or even like say you'll see like an army show. Like I have to dig way into the crates. Like remember MASH?
Yeah, way back in the day.
Way back in the day. Yes, I'm that old. Anyway, so
remember Robin Williams was on MASH?
Was he?
Oh my god! I thought you just said you watched MASH. The fuck?
I did, but I don't remember Robin Williams being on that shit.
All right, maybe I'm lying. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay. Yeah, go look that up.
I'm pretty sure he was on MASH.
If I legitimately missed that, I would be upset. But like, yeah, like you have this big army show, and it's like, oh yeah, there's only like 3 instances I can remember where there was a black character in the fucking U.S. Army. Really?
Yeah, that shit's But that's what I'm, like, yeah, I'm not trying to say anything against that kind of shit. Like, obviously, fucking military, high school, like big city movies, shows, whatever. Obviously, you should have a lot of diversity in those shows.
Exactly.
Because that's realistic.
Exactly.
But it's like, but then when that starts leaking into shit where diversity doesn't really make sense, and then you're like, no, you still have to have that diversity. That's where shit gets fucked up. Well,
yeah, I could understand in very niche situations where you're like, okay, but it also feels like, and I also have a problem with that too, because honestly, what it turns out to be is you could just tell that the writing of a show doesn't have any form of diversity in mind, and what you end up having is tokenism. It's like you'll have. Well, we'll use South Park because they're like definitely in your face with it to the point where they're pointing it the fuck out. Like you literally have a black character in South Park named Token.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. That's them literally making the point of like, we made this show.
This is the token black guy.
This is the token black guy because we're obligated to do it.
Right.
It just so happens in their instance they actually do write stories to kind of point that out, and it's satire. But when people are actually legitimately trying to write stories, like, you'll be amazed how often it's just like, okay, we have these core group of characters, and then you'll have the one minority character who just serves to be like, hey, see, we added one. Cool, right? We're not racist. It's like, dude, you should write stories with diversity in mind, not just slap it on at the end and be like, yeah, look, we're diverse.
But I feel like that was a really great point that was made in Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder, yeah.
Of Robert Downey Jr. playing the black guy.
Yes.
Yeah, it was spot on with like, hey, he's playing a black guy to point out that you have to have a black guy like in your movie.
Yeah. Plus the added bonus of like the black guy must become the uber black guy, must talk like this because he's every black person from the South and all that other bullshit. It's like, I definitely see that too.
Plus the fact that they had another black guy in the movie.
Yeah, they had another black guy in the movie who's more realistic, and he's just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" So another great movie. Shout out to that. Like, ultimately, it boils down to like, when people write their stories or whatever, they write their stories based on whatever they write it on, and you could just definitely tell when a writer is writing a story that has diversity in mind and has these well-developed characters and they're of different backgrounds and cultures versus, a guy who just wants to write like a monolithic, either all white block or all white or all black block too,
Right.
and then the random token. And it's like, dude, no, don't do that. And on situations like that, yeah, you should call that shit out. Like, it's funny. I was having a deep discussion with my lady. She's into horror movies and stuff like that.
Links below.
Yeah, of course. Links as always below. And, you know, it was like it was a while ago, admittedly. And we sat there and we were talking about how in horror movies, you know, the ratio of how many black people are in horror movies and the ratio of how many black people are in horror movies in which they die versus how many times do we see these characters in horror movies and they're actually portrayed in any kind of reasonable light outside of just serving the purpose of, oh, look, here's the black person or whatever. And it was really interesting. Like she dove deep into it, and like
do you know how long it took for me to tell Lex that the old stereotype in horror movies was the black guy dies first?
Yeah.
And she was like, no, they don't. And I was like, you haven't watched enough old horror movies. That was definitely a thing back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, the black guy always died first.
That's what I was getting to. We looked into that and we found out how many times, like through a stretch of time, it was exactly that trope being reinforced. And even she was taken back because she loves horror movies. And even she was taken back like, shit, yeah, fuck.
Yeah, it was a big thing.
It was a big thing. And even she, like, I was like, well, what do you think about it? Because, you know, she's all artsy and shit. And she was just like, I really have no explanation outside of just raw racism, I guess. And she kind of threw her hand in the air. She's like, I don't know what to say to this. And I was like, well, yeah. And then even further to the point, we went into like, you know, like the demographics of like who likes what. And we were like, you know, we found that more white people liked horror where more black people were like, nah, fuck that shit. And maybe even for that very reason, you know,
right.
Like if I could remember, I'm doing this a grave injustice, but like, yeah, look into it is what I'm saying. It's really, it's a really interesting read, and it's a really interesting video. Like we found some links and some websites that really dove deep into it, and it was just like crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, first episode back talking about racism. Awesome.
Hey, we warned everybody. This show fucking bounces around, all right?
Yeah, man. Well, if we're gonna go full racism, did you hear about what's going on in Ukraine?
You talking about the fake start of World War III?
Fake? Ooh, hold on. Fake start of World War III. What makes you say it's fake?
No, I'm not. Okay, the war is real. I'm not saying that's fake. But everybody's like, oh, this is the start of World War III. This isn't. Like, it's a fucking territory thing. Like, it's not breaking into World War III. I'm just saying.
It could very easily.
How? Who the fuck supports Russia?
China?
No, they
North
don't.
Korea?
They just cut off all their fucking financial support to Russia.
No, they didn't. We did.
No, they cut China's, like, 3 largest banks cut off Russia.
Okay, this is news to me.
Remember, everything I say is hearsay. Nothing I say is facts. This is all just because I don't care enough to pay attention. So, yeah, everything I hear is hearsay. I have done zero research into any of this. I'm just covering myself.
I mean, I can't look into it right now while we're in the middle of a stream, but I'm literally doing like what I encourage people not to do and read headlines just to get a gist of the story.
Right.
But yeah, I'm seeing like some China companies are trying to cut off Russia. I'm also seeing stories about how some companies are offering support because with the SWIFT ban, you know, it's cutting off a lot of international trades with international financial trades. Right. And I think China is literally sitting there considering offering them that through their means. I don't know. Again, probably should have researched this shit before we started the show, but we're a professional podcast, so yeah, you know how it goes.
Anything. You can do, but research.
I do, but I should have chilled and done that beforehand. But
well, to be fair, anyways, we didn't know we were going to be talking about this.
Fair enough. We don't ever know what we're talking about.
Very
Like
true.
I said, we're professional.
Very true. I still have a book of topics that
We haven't even touched.
that we never get to, not once.
Listen. Now, although that is very interesting, but to answer your question and then go back to the original point, this could turn into World War III because of basically all of our connections with other other countries. Remember, one, Ukraine is now being expedited in their process to join the European Union.
Right.
That's one. Two, NATO has been fishing to get Ukraine. Well, this is actually all started because Ukraine was looking to join NATO.
Okay.
And NATO has a clause where if you attack one, you attack them all.
Right.
So if Ukraine joins NATO and Russia continues the attack, that will pull in all these other nations into a fight.
Okay. Let me clear it up, all right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that there's not going to be a World War III, but I'm saying that World War III is going to be kind of a stop.
What do you mean it's going to be kind of a stop?
Okay, so if the Ukraine joins NATO, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that means everybody, including us, has to get involved, right?
Mm-hmm. Then
technically it's a world war.
Yeah.
Okay, but what the fuck is Russia going to do? That's what I'm saying. It's not. This isn't fucking World War II Nazi Germany. You know what I mean? Like, we just fly some fucking planes over there and blow them the fuck up. Like, I'm just saying.
You say that, but Russia has planes too. Russia has nukes as well. You heard that Putin was already barking about nuclear response and all that other shit already.
Putin ain't gonna do shit.
Listen,
Putin's a bitch.
Honestly, he probably isn't. But we still have to take that threat very seriously.
Do we though?
Yes, we do.
I'm not taking it very seriously.
Well, that's you. I definitely am. It's a concern of mine. It's a concern of people I know who are like, oh shit, should we be doing this? Should we be doing that?
Nah.
Just saying, it's a precarious situation. Honestly, I don't think anything's going to come of it. I think if Ukraine does join NATO, I think even if Ukraine joins the European Union, it might force Russia to back the fuck off. That's not a guarantee. No, Putin has already pushed buttons starting this thing in the first place. Because I remember talk up until a week before of this whole thing starting, everyone was busy saying, "Yeah, no way, it's not going to happen." Putin, what does he have to gain? What does he have to lose? Speaking of which, there's a very, very interesting video that I watched recently, fully going into detail about that. I encourage people to actually go, if you genuinely care about this, go and look it up.
Send me the link after this.
I'll send you the link afterwards. So yeah, it'll be in the link. It'll be a link in the description below, and read it because there's all kinds of aspects of this that I was not thinking about. Apparently, there's strategic value, there's geographical value, there's natural resources that could be at stake.
The Ukraine.
Within the Ukraine, these two key parts of the Ukraine that Russia seems to be focusing on.
Right.
As well as there's a whole other thing about Ukraine slowly choking off the water supply and resources of another annexed part of the Ukraine that Russia took. It was really interesting. Long story short, if you could imagine a river that feeds the water supply of a small country or a small province,
right,
that the mouth of it is in Ukraine, they've been actually cut that off. And they're slowly drying out this province.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And they've been bitching at Russia to do something about it for the longest time. And Russia is literally hemorrhaging money, billions of dollars, just keeping this afloat because Ukraine's just like, yeah, no, you know what? No more water for you. Yeah. It's really, really interesting. Like I said,
I mean, maybe you should have maybe you should have better relations with your neighbors, especially when they control the water flow.
Well, that's the thing. Russia's walking around thinking that his dick is the biggest on the planet, and it's like, yeah, dude, you're about to find out it's not.
Yeah,
so it's like, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Nah, I feel like China's not going to get involved in this. I feel like China is using this situation to see if they can take back Taiwan.
Well, they've had eyes on Taiwan for a long time.
Yeah, no, that's
what
what
I'm trying to do that for a minute.
But then Russia's like, oh yeah, Ukraine used to be a part of us, so we're just going to go take that back. And China was like, let's see how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how this goes. And, everybody starts shitting on Russia. So I don't think China's going to be doing anything about Taiwan. I mean, it's the same kind of situation. They're just like, they used to be a part of us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
There you go.
Whatever. I'll re-enlist.
I just found you're re-enlist. I just found the video, so put that in the video description. Yeah, I don't know. But back to the original point
Racism.
of race and all this other bullshit. Poor Africans can't catch a break. Apparently in Ukraine right now, as everyone's evacuating to escape the fighting. Apparently Africans are being reminded that they're not liked any fucking where. They're being denied.
I read something about that.
Yeah, they're being denied access to planes and boats and shit, and being told they are to be left behind for reasons. There was a really interesting preach.
Is that Ukraine nationals?
No, just in general. I'm gonna send you this link.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, because I know Poland was like all Ukrainians come in, and I know a lot of other refugees from other places were trying to get in, and they're like, no, we said Ukraine can come in.
Well, that's a good point too. But from what I'm hearing, Ukraine is Poland is actually letting just people from Ukraine flood in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that black people in Ukraine? Are they having issues, or is it
black people within Ukraine trying to escape Ukraine are having issues and being denied access to ways out of the country?
Gotcha. Just clearing it up. Clearing it up.
Yeah. It also dives deeper into the whole the rhetoric that the media is using about how it's really I'm really doing it a disservice. Watch the video that I just posted. That'll be in the link display.
Yeah, watch it, fuckers.
Exactly. Basically, it's like if you listen to how the media is spinning it and how the media is talking about it, like, oh, these poor people, they're not used to, the type of battles and, refugee war bullshit that, everybody else just deals with. These are civilized countries. And it's like, oh my God, if you really listen to it and how they spin it. It's
is that subtle, put up white shit, put down black shit?
Yes.
I know you're talking about. Because did you ever watch that Elvis documentary?
No, I have not.
They did it so much in that.
Okay.
Where they're like, we were trying to, mix up this, white Christian rock and roll and mix it up with this down and dirty blues, and you're just like, that's a little racist.
That's a little racist, Oh my God, it's so funny. There's one point where the guy says something directly. Oof. It is funny because you see his brain. You literally see his brain try to avoid it. And he still comes out and says it. He's like, it's like very European, and it's like, really? Really? Okay, buddy. Okay. You just literally look at the guy. And at one point it's like, oh, these people, these blonde-haired, blue-eyed people, they're not used to this. And it's just like, I'm sorry that my black nigga naps and dark eyes, we're just used to being, treated like this, so it's all good. But oh my God, let these blonde-haired, blue-eyed people have to face this. Oh my God, don't let it happen. Sorry, baby, I channeled you there for a second. Oh my God. But yeah, it was just like, oh God. So I wanted to tell my lady too, because she would fucking freak just hearing that. She'd be like, ugh, sounds gross. But yeah, it's so hilarious. Please watch that video. And of course, Aber and Preach, they talk their shit and they have their jokes with it. But basically what they're saying is more or less spot on. And that's kind of like, circulating. Because I was just in the car and I was listening to Hot 97, which is a prominent hip hop station over here in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one show I like to watch, Ebro in the Morning. He was just straight up. He's like, it's hard for me to give a shit about this anymore. And it's like, you think like, oh my God, why? And he's like, yeah, because no one's talking about the fact that, us black folk are basically being told, yeah, fuck you, stay here and die.
Right.
So it's just really, really interesting.
I mean, I think it's hard for a lot of people to care about anything nowadays. Like, when the news is just constantly hitting you 24/7 with fucked up shit, like, you can't care about everything. That's how these people go fucking crazy. Like,
yeah,
you can't care about that many things in a day.
I mean, I hate to admit it, but you have a point.
I mean, I'm saying, like, I want to. Like, there's a lot of shit. Like, when I read shit, I'm like, that fucking sucks. And, like, but it's like, I don't have the energy. I got my own shit to worry about. Like, I I care about the shit that's around me that affects my life. And I feel like if more people cared about the shit that was around them that affected their life, overall, our country would be a lot better. It's like,
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. But my only argument against that is the shit that happens over there tends to have a way to eventually influence the shit that happens over here.
No, I get that. And it does. But I also think it affects us more because of the fact that we aren't as invested locally. Does that make sense? Like we're not tightening up our
more sense than you realize.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like every time fucking like the presidential elections come up, whoever the fuck is running, then they're like, "Oh, who'd you vote for?" I'm like, "Who the fuck did you vote for locally?"
Midterms, ladies and gentlemen, they're very important. Shout out to Texas and the fuckery going on over there.
Yeah, fuck
gerrymandering and all that other bullshit that's going over there. We fucking see you.
That's what I'm saying.
We fucking see you.
Be
careful.
Fuck voting for who the president is. It doesn't matter. The president
I
can't...
ain't gonna say all that.
Okay.
It matters, but definitely your day-to-day is more affected by
more
local government.
Yes, is who you're putting up, because those local government officials are the ones that end up in the fucking Senate. You know what I mean? And that's where the real fucking power is.
Yes.
So
I could agree.
Like, voting for the president, I could give a shit less, because he's still being controlled by everybody else in the fucking government. You got to vote locally and get those people up.
The Senate, these are the things that matter. Your local government help to influence your day-to-day life more so than the president.
Yeah, and in the long run, that affects your country.
Exactly. And if you want to see a specific change in your day-to-day life, it's these people that you need to change and influence and get on your side.
Yeah, and I'm not even talking about full-on politicians. I'm talking about, like, vote for your local judge, like your sheriff,
your district attorney.
All that shit fucking matters.
You know,
that matters way more than who you vote for as president.
Facts. 100% facts. Even over here with this bullshit that they have over here where they're like, oh yeah, we're dropping mask mandates. Motherfucker, people are still dying of COVID last time I checked, but okay, sure.
Thanks. I know. Our shit drops in like 17 days.
Our shit, I think, dropped today. Yeah. Statewide, I think it dropped today, and I think citywide, fuck you, Eric Adams. It's gonna start. It's gonna be dropped, I think, next week. No, let me talk my shit. Fuck Eric Adams, because this motherfucker want to sit there and value money and lives.
That's gonna be the title of this episode. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Fine. Fuck Eric Adams. Fuck it. I work for the city, so let him come at me.
Fuck
shit, I'm trying. Fuck him. Anyway, so yeah, he's sitting here putting value of money over the lives of people, and I don't give a shit what they say. I know those numbers aren't dropping as hard as they say.
Which I'm just saying is also almost every single politician.
Well, yeah.
Saying, is this gonna be an anti-political podcast?
Yeah, sure. Screw it.
Fuck all of them.
Will we put on a watch list and shit? And
right. I was in the army. I'm pretty sure I'm already on a watch list.
I literally worked for both the police department and the Department of Transportation in my city. So, yeah, I know I'm on a list.
Oh, you're on a list, boy.
Yeah, I'm on lists.
We're changing the name of this podcast to Watch List.
Just have the title, We're on a List.
Yep.
Shit, I know for facts that the shit I do online, someone somewhere is watching. So,
for sure.
I'm not even surprised by that.
Well, I mean, I can't be surprised. I literally stream. Like, I put my own shit out there by choice.
Well, yeah.
So,
yeah. You literally put your face, your family's face, your friend's face on stream.
Yep.
So
not even by their choice.
Okay.
I take pictures of them on my phone, and I just hold my phone up to the camera. I'm like, look, this is my friend.
This is my friend. He lives approximately like 10 blocks from my present location.
Here's his exact address. These are the hours he works.
Exactly. This is his next of kin, just in case.
That's what I do.
Jesus. I'm just letting people know in advance, baby. Because I know you're gonna watch this. Just know I'm on a list. So
yeah, nicely. Shut up.
We need to do that thing.
Don't give my man shit. Shit in your mouth.
She's
Guess
just
what?
gonna be
I can talk to her like that because I'm not with her. All right.
Shut up! No, you can't. She's
What are
literally
you gonna do? Fly across the country and fight me?
Yes. Actually, I would do that anyway, just because. Keep telling me you want to punch me in the dick. Like, dude, that don't fly well, brah.
That's content. Come over here. Lex can record it.
Come over there. Yes.
I got a backyard. We'll fucking scrap.
You got a backyard? Let's scrap. I'm good for it. Just don't punch me in the dick.
Go for it.
Listen.
No,
I'll be there. I'll wear a cup.
If we fight,
I'll wear a cup.
You wear a cup. It's not gonna help.
You gonna punch me through the cup?
I'm gonna punch that cup so hard it's gonna leave an outline around your dick for days.
No, dude. No, dude. Well, actually, okay. Next question. Dirty fighting. How dirty is dirty fighting allowed to be? And I don't mean proper gloves and shit. Some motherfucker comes up to you and just starts talking shit, or he like grab your wife's tit and or just does some OD ass shit, and you know you got to swing on him. What do you do? What don't you do? What is allowed? What isn't allowed?
I don't do any dirty fighting at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a me thing. I still have some kind of bullshit idea of honor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if I get into a fist fight, like, it's clean. I'm fighting, like, if I knock you the fuck down, I'm gonna let you get up. Kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Counterpoint, if they start biting me or kicking me in the dick, rules are out the fucking window.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you start it, I'm obliging. Like, if you're gonna start something, you better fucking finish it.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, I would say if I'm fighting for my life, like if somebody came at me, not like a fight, but it's like, I'm going to kill you, then I'm going to do whatever the fuck I have to do to not die. But that's more or less it.
See, this is my problem to Europe. One, I fucking hate you because you want to punch me in the dick.
Oh,
I'm gonna punch you in the dick right back.
I'm going to.
All right, fine. I'll fly over there. We'll punch each other in the dick. It'll be content.
Good luck with that. You can't hit a target that size. Think about it.
Wow. That was genuine, folks. That was not what I was expecting to hear out of that.
Nope.
So it literally froze me for like a good 5 seconds?
Why do you think I have a tiny wife? Yeah, it all makes sense now, doesn't it? Everything's coming together.
I know a lot of little girls that like big dick. So that don't mean shit.
I mean,
I really don't.
Fine. All right. I'm telling you things. Whether or not you want to listen to them, that's on you.
Good Lord. Fuck you. I
don't know. I don't understand why you're so hostile right now.
Jesus Christ. I don't even know what to say to that.
I'm just trying to open up and share secrets with you.
I lost my train of thought now. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate
racism.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, racism. Racism sucks. Don't be racist, folks.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Just
don't do it.
Yeah, just don't.
If you do, one of the two of us will find you and punch you in the dick really hard.
It's probably
even if we need a magnifying glass to find it, we will find it.
And it's probably going to be
punch
me.
it.
Probably going to be me.
It's probably going to be him. He is a chronic dick puncher.
If somebody was just like, "Hey, punch this guy in the dick," okay.
You're that guy? You're the dick puncher?
Yeah.
So if we go out somewhere, we're at some establishment, whatever, I'm like, yeah, you know what that guy needs? That guy needs a punch in the dick.
And I'll be like, you know what I need? I need a shot. And then once you buy me a shot, I'll go punch that guy in the dick.
Got you. All right. So I'll get you a shot. And you like cheap liquor, so that's even better.
Exactly. No, I was always told my entire life that if you do something well, never do it for free. And that's me punching people in the dick. And it cost at least a shot.
So basically 5 beans. Got you.
5 beans. As long as I can trade those 5 beans for a shot, we're okay.
Okay. So he'll give a shot in a bean bag for a shot of whatever. I was gonna say Jameson, but Jameson's not.
I thought you were about to say a shot of beans. And I was like, I don't know about that.
I'm surprised that's not an actual thing. Because
I mean,
if you really think about it, yeah, like if you think about it, there's like pickle shots or picklebacks or whatever the fuck they're called. I'd figure it'd just be a matter of time before someone put liquor in a bunch of bean sauce and just be like, here, drink that.
Very true. I'm surprised there isn't, like, the amount of, like, flavored alcohol that's out there. I'm surprised there's not more flavors.
There's a fuck ton of flavors.
I mean, there's a lot of flavors. But I'm surprised there isn't, like, some, I don't know. I can't even think of it right now. But
like, what flavor would you want to see that has been disappointing you?
let's see.
Smirnoff literally has a pickled flavored vodka.
Okay, but pickle is like a big thing.
Mm.
I don't know. People like pickles.
Mm.
They like the taste of pickles for some reason. I don't know. Weird. I mean, I like pickles, but I'm not trying to get drunk off of pickle juice. Weird.
I don't really like pickles that much. I'll be honest. I like spicy pickles. Like someone told me there's like red pickles that's like soaking with like habanero and shit. I want to try that
That sounds
legit.
pretty
But
dope.
other than that, yeah. Other than that, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
That's what, I mean, yeah. Like I've never just sat around and ate a pickle. It's weird.
Mm-mm. Yeah, me neither.
But
like,
I mean, I get pickles on my
okay.
burgers and shit. But like,
Even that, I tend to order my burgers without pickles.
that means you don't like pickles.
Yeah.
If you go out of your way to get the pickles off of things, it means you don't like it.
Well, here's the thing. It depends on where I'm going. If I'm going to like McDonald's or something, nah, fuck that. Please, no pickles. If I'm going to like
probably
a legit,
the only real thing on that entire burger.
probably facts. But like legitimate, like like I guess a Five Guys / fancy pants $10 burger. Yeah, sure, you could leave the pickles on that bitch. Why not?
That's
If I'm spending $10 on this shit, I better have the full experience, and that includes pickles.
Sure. I don't know.
Shit.
Yeah, there's nothing I get removed off of anything.
Really?
Yeah. Nothing I can think of.
Sorry?
I don't know, just because I'm like, if this is your product, I'm going to eat your product as you intended it to be. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, I mean, unless it's like,
logical about it.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's some like basic shit like a fucking cheeseburger at McDonald's. Like I might throw some extra shit on there or whatever, but for the most part, I'm just like, yeah, let me get that burger, whatever the fuck comes on it.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I was also, in the military, so I got used to eating just meals of crap. So I'm just like,
well, you see, I've been broke, so I tend to just be like, yeah, you know what? Food, please, thanks.
Yeah, hell
Calories.
Yeah, boy. You ever had a bowl of ketchup?
Let's do that. You ever had ketchup on rice? All the immigrants who watch this are like, yes, I know exactly that feel. Exactly.
I had that a couple days ago.
Remember? Actually, not even immigrants, because when I was dating the white girl before the white girl I'm dating now.
Yeah, the white girl before the white girl.
Yes. Well, yes. Love you too. I love you, baby. Really do.
That's what he said to the last white girl.
She put me on to ketchup and rice before. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah. Now I'm not once am I planning a dinner and being like, no, what we're having for dinner? Rice and ketchup. But it's not a bad meal when you're in a fucking spot. Like
exactly. Listen, if you got nothing but dust and lint in your pockets and all you got is ketchup and some rice, you'll be surprised how you make that work.
Yeah.
Shit. I was telling my other boy the other day, I was like, yo, when I was on Struggle Street, I did tuna and rice. Tuna rice and black pepper.
Yeah.
Slamming.
Not bad. I ate it. Not bad at all.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was real good. Asian girl put me on to eggs and rice. It's like, okay, cool.
Yo, like what kind of eggs and rice though?
They just straight up scrambled eggs and rice.
That's not the way they do it though.
How do you do it then?
You gotta do rice with the fried egg, sunny side up.
Nah, I don't do that sunny side. I'm not a part of that sunny side up.
You are a piece of shit, and we have to end this podcast forever.
Cool.
This is the last episode.
Last episode of Man on Fire. So yeah, we'll see you never. Because I'm not eating that fucking sunny side up shit. I hate runny eggs in general. I just do.
But,
I know it's sacrilegious. Everyone's like, no, you need to have it. I'm like, I don't fucking like it.
Yeah, I completely disagree with you. I fucking love it. A fucking sunny side up egg on a burger, killer.
Oh, you're one of those freaks who puts eggs on burgers.
Yo, that shit. Cool. I think you're the freak for not putting eggs on your burger.
Well, you're the freak who puts eggs on burgers.
Well, how about people leave comments below?
Fertilized animal on top of another dead animal.
Yeah, because I'm American. That's what we do. We put animals on animals. All right.
All right. Listen. Yeah. So I'm just letting everyone know that I will be moving to Australia come the end of this podcast. So yeah, thanks.
I'm also putting another animal on that because I'm of course putting bacon on it.
Bacon on it. Yeah.
That's a 3-animal burger right there.
No, not really, because you could put bacon. Actually, no, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, what else are you gonna put on there? Chicken?
I've seen people put. Well, yeah, Lancia and Air Burger, bitch, with bacon.
Oh, is that? I saw that somewhere. What was it?
Yeah, it's the McDonald's. Yeah, it's a McDonald's thing where they're trying to take credit for something people have been doing for years.
Yeah, and I also heard through that they're like, oh yeah, you order this thing, but they just give you the sandwiches like normal, and you have to make it yourself.
And you're like, yourself.
That's not a secret menu.
No.
You're just giving me the items. The whole point of a secret menu is that you make it back there for me.
They're basically just charging you to sell you more shit.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, yeah. Oh, you want a Lancia and Air Burger? Sure. We'll just charge you that one burger that costs like $5. Now it costs like $13.50.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, okay, cool, thanks. And now I got a bunch of excess bread and shit that I'm not going to use.
Yeah, so much extra bread.
Exactly.
But the best part about that, though, is that you can eat that burger and go feed some ducks.
Shout out to our duck friends.
I mean, Oregon, baby. We got the ducks.
Yeah, you got the ducks.
Oregon ducks.
We got ducks here, too, but no one gives a shit. For us, it's pigeons.
I'm talking about our college teams. Fuck.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about your college teams.
Me neither.
Jesus.
It was just relevant to the conversation, so I brought it up, all right?
I thought you were talking about mallards, okay? Shit, I like ducks. Like ducks.
Yeah.
Jesus. They're all puddly and swim funny. And
What's New York's college teams?
What are you talking about, just in general?
Like the college teams. I don't fucking know.
College teams?
I also don't watch football, so...
Yeah, well, college teams, I know we've got St. John's, we've got... Well, you talking New York State or New York City?
Both, I guess. I don't know. Oregon only has two teams. We have state and university.
Okay, so then we got several. We've got St. John's, we've got Syracuse, we've got Hofstra. And don't ask me what their fucking animal names are. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but all we have are ducks and beavers.
Yeah.
It's pretty hostile around here.
Ducks and beavers.
Yeah.
Oh, you live in one of those places where if someone talks shit about one or the other, they get jumped?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay, cool.
I mean, not me. I don't give a shit. I vote for whatever team the most people are voting against.
Okay.
So if I go to a bar and everybody's like, go Ducks, I'm like, yeah, Beavers.
Jesus, you gotta be that guy.
Yep.
But what the fuck did you just say? I said go Beavers, motherfucker.
Yeah. Like, I don't even watch football, but I'll sit there at a bar with a bunch of people yelling at the screen. I'm like, that's pass interference. I don't even know what that means.
Oh, dear God.
Don't even know
I used to watch football, but then I kind of lost touch with the whole like Colin Kaepernick thing, and now my lady knows more about football than me. So
sports are dumb.
What? Sports aren't dumb. They're a way to
grab man ass?
Hey man, have you seen how some dudes' asses look in those uniforms? I'm just saying.
All right. Next week's episode, I want a list of who you think has the best NFL asses.
Yeah, that ain't
top
gonna
five. Top five.
Sure.
Top
yeah,
five.
Sure. Baby, when you watch this, please comprise that list for me so I can pass it off as my own. Thanks, babe.
As long as you act like you did it.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'll just be like, well, according to Nymphette 666, follow her on Twitch. Here are the top 10 best asses in NFL.
There, that works too. All right, if you do it, it has to be top 5. If she does it for you, top 10.
I'm sure my baby will have no problem doing that. She'll just be like, wait, so you're trying to tell me I could just look at ass all day? Yes, baby. Cool. Okay, I'll be right back.
Not only am I telling you can look at ass, I'm telling you to research ass.
Research it.
You gotta look. Research,
like get in there. I need content, baby.
Like you better be in that fucking movie where you're sitting there typing at it and be like, enhance.
Enhance. See that divot right there? That's a quality ass. Only the best for you, baby. She's such a fucking sweetheart.
Hey, your girl's trying to hook you up with the best ass. That's all you can ask for in a relationship.
Excellent. That lady tried to take care of me so fucking well. It's like it throws me off. But anyway,
it happens. All right, we're at 50 minutes.
Okay,
50 minutes. All right,
5-0.
We'll get into more sports talk. This is going to be a sports talk podcast now.
No, it's not. No, it's not. If your sports talk consists of, this team Team A beat Team B and yay sports ball, then that's it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all you're getting.
Yeah, this is
Unless
going
we're
to be a
talking,
sports show
boxing and fighting and
podcast
shit.
about who the cutest players are. That's what we're doing now. Hasn't been done yet. That I'm aware of. I don't know. I also don't listen to sports podcasts, so.
Me neither. Me neither. Like I said, I used to be more into sports. I really did. I used to follow baseball, basketball, football, but then I just stopped.
Yeah, when I was in Germany, I played, or didn't play, but I watched a lot of football.
The football?
The football.
Soccer,
Yes,
actually,
sir.
for those who are confused. But, everyone else in the world says football because you play with your foot.
First off, if you're confused, then you're uncultured, and fuck yourself.
Is aggression really necessary?
Yes, I've been drinking. This is what happens. Like,
This is
look,
what happens?
we told him on the first fucking episode that my moods switch, alright? Sometimes I'm chill, sometimes I'm way too high, sometimes I drink and I get super aggressive.
This is a mental health podcast. See, we have our first bipolar individual. I myself experience anxiety on many levels.
I wouldn't say bipolar. I wouldn't say I'm bipolar. What is that?
There you are.
What are you
just
talking
go from
about?
you just switch from hot to cold in like 2 seconds.
No, what are you talking about? That didn't happen.
Yeah, okay, cool. Anyway.
No, isn't bipolar like two personalities?
No, that's DID, dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay.
Bipolar is literally switching from manic to extreme mood swings. Not like regular mood swings. Just because your lady is in a mood and she doesn't want to give you ass, although she just cooked you some dinner.
She's definitely on her period.
Doesn't mean that. It also doesn't mean that she's bipolar. It just means she's a human being. She's not in the mood.
Yeah.
But like, if you're talking to somebody and they're literally going from like laughing to crying and high energy 1 second to like really low energy depression the next, you might want to consult your fucking doctor and not listen to the shit I'm saying.
True that.
Put that out there.
I'm just saying, I'm not bipolar.
Okay, you're not bipolar.
Yeah.
Just saying, you're not bipolar.
I probably have ADD.
Maybe.
But I'm definitely not bipolar.
Okay.
Like when I do my my mood swings, like when I'm chill, like, and then I just got it like super aggressive, like that's me playing into a bit. Does that make sense? Like I do it because I'm like, this is fun.
Kind of like this bit that you're doing right now. Yeah, I got you.
I don't know what you're talking about. What bit?
Okay, cool. This bit.
There's no bits. I don't do bits.
There's no bit. You don't do bits.
Nah.
And speaking of which, if you want to donate some bits, donate bits to Nymphette 666 at Twitch.
I heard some pretty dope shit happens over there.
Some pretty dope shit happens over there, indeed. Indeed. But some pretty dope shit also happens here at ErupGat at twitch.tv. I also do not stream, so don't give me shit.
No, we're
but
still
you
putting
give
your link
those
in the
people
bio.
shit.
We're still putting your link in the bio.
Why? Why do you choose violence?
Why is that violence? I thought that was supporting a friend.
I guess, but I don't stream. It's more pressure to stream.
Oh, so you've never streamed?
I've streamed like 3 times.
Exactly. And you're going to tell me that you're never going to stream again?
I stream.
Exactly. I'm putting your link in the fucking description.
Occasionally.
Okay.
To my lobby in
so
Discord.
We're going to put the link. We're going to fucking put the link there.
Cool.
So in the off chance that you go live, people can check it out.
Fine.
Why do you have to be so negative towards yourself? I'm here trying to build you up. I'm trying to support you.
I'm not negative. I just don't like people wasting their fucking time because I don't stream.
Waste what time? Clicking a button? What are you talking about?
That's a whole 5 seconds that could be used towards other things.
Oh, what else are they doing with their lives?
They're clicking on
they're doing nothing with their lives. They're watching this podcast.
Pornhub. Fapping is very important.
Okay, guess what? They can click a button while they jerk, all right?
Have you tried to click a button
while
you jerk?
How about you get off to that follow button?
What? What the fuck? Okay.
You chose this. I
did. I chose violence today. I chose violence every Wednesday on the Outdone Network podcast.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. We record these on Friday, the same day they're released.
Yeah, so anyway, every time we upload, whatever day that is, Tune in to the Outdone Podcast. Outpun. Yes, we are changing the name. We are changing the name to Outpun.
Outpun.
Okay, Outpun.
Nah.
Outpun the third.
I disagree with that.
Well, it doesn't matter because we're not changing the name.
It does kind of matter.
Why does it matter?
I don't like that name.
These things don't matter. What?
I don't like the name.
Why don't you like the name?
Because I kind of had a whole network built out of Outdone. I can't just change the name.
Well, then, yes, you can. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You're an empowered man, sir. You do whatever the fuck you feel like.
Yes.
Exactly.
Thank you for believing in me.
I do. And Lex.
No, you don't. Don't lie.
Yes, I do.
Now you're lying.
I do.
Now I don't believe that you believe in me.
I believe in you and Lex. I believe in you. I believe in Lex. I believe in Cha-Cha. I believe in that angel dude from New Zealand that my lady likes making fun of. Yeah.
He's a pretty cool guy.
I believe in all. Yeah, he's pretty decent. He's a pretty decent dude. Spoke to him like 3 times, and I was like, oh, he's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, has some pretty trash taste in video games to my knowledge. But other than that, he's cool.
Yeah, I mean, he does play League of Legends.
I'm supposed to be learning that game.
Don't.
But I'm kind of dragging my feet.
Just don't. The game's already been out for like 10 years. Where is it going from here? It's already over. Just don't. Just don't.
But I could learn to play it and become a billionaire or something.
Could you though?
Winning competitions.
Could you though?
Could I? Of course I could. Why not? Yeah.
All right, I'll download it too. I'll join you.
Okay.
Let's become millionaires.
Become millionaires. All we need is like another 3 or 4 other people, and we're good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna consistently bitch about the game while we play it.
So basically, like any other day. It's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to my stream.
Well, why is this game trash? Because it's trash. I don't like it.
Yeah, because I heard from other people on the internet that it's trash.
Yeah, Reddit says this game is trash. Like, well, I mean, cool, but just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's trash. Well, I think it's trash, so it's trash. Oh,
that's fact.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Just like every other game I play. I guess every game is trash.
Every game is trash. Although, except for God of War. God of War is pretty fun.
Now, I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there saying that game is trash as well.
And that person could suck a dick.
Just like most people calling any game trash.
Those people could suck a dick.
Alright, we love your faces. We'll be back next week.
Do we, though? Well, I do.
I do.
Maybe
I'm a loving person.
He does. He does. I'm not. I'm a bit of an asshole.
Yeah, he's an asshole. Not me. This guy.
Sure.
Over here.
Yeah. I'll be an asshole.
That guy.
Yeah. Technically, you're over... You're there? But
no.
Sure.
We're recording on my side, and on my side, you're over there. All right?
Well, then fuck this guy. See this guy right here?
There you go.
Fuck that guy.
I like the fact that your finger disappears halfway because of your green screen effects.
Well, I mean, you see, you're not supposed to notice all that shit.
Well,
besides, you don't want to see what happens back here. You don't.
Your hand literally disappeared.
Exactly. That's the point. It's a war zone back here. You don't want to see that.
Nice. All right. Do you have anything else you want to
say? Make love, not war.
Bye.
We are the murderous pair. That with the jail and we murdered the murderers there. Then with the hell and discovered the devil delivered some hurt and despair.